Yeah, so turns out I had to press as like a secondary go live button in order for it to work, because that makes a lot of sense. Anyways, here's me. Here I am. Yes, hello. I'm gonna be... Oh, hold on one moment. Okay. I'm just gonna be playing a few games of synthetic, to test things out. I look very bunny. Thank you very much. As of right now, I don't have a chat on screen or anything, but like I said, this is just to test things out. And let me just say right off the bat, like alternative like VTuber software stuff is whack. Like that entire microcosm of software is full of like crazy, like hack together stuff that can just like break at any moment, or is just like the construction of how things work is just like super whack. Anyways, I'm not mad about that. I'm just gonna start here and see how it works. See how well I can do. I just remembered this game is super loud for some reason. So I'm gonna turn it down just a tiny bit more. Just in case. Justin TV. You guys remember that? I haven't thought about that in years. So yeah, just gonna be playing a little synthetic game that I'm very familiar with, but still have yet to beat technically. Meanwhile, Synthetic 2, I have beaten like multiple times now. Don't know what it is about this one that that's such a big deal for me for some reason. Fusion stuff isn't too bad. It's really good against shields, which is awesome because I hate shielded enemies in this game. They're a pain in my ass. I'm pretty sure I had stuff I wanted to talk about, but I'm drawing a blank right now. I did see recently, High Tower Armory, who makes, they make bullpup stocks for, what is it? For 1022s and high point carbines. And I think their stocks are pretty neat. They have one that looks like a P90. And they have one for the high point, and the funniest factoid I have about that one specifically is that it has, since its conception, I have seen it appear many times in Madness Combat cartoons. Of all things. Which I think the Madness community in general has a fetish for bullpups. Which, I mean, I can't blame them, they look very unique. But it's just very funny seeing that specific bullpup in Madness cartoons. Oh, but they also have they have a like a specially made 22 bullpup stock they're coming out with, I think at the end of the year. And that looks cool as hell. It's compatible with binary 1022 triggers, which I am very happy about. And also, specifically, I think one of the reasons I like it so much is, well, firstly, it looks really cool. But also, it tickles a very specific, like, part of my brain that likes very practically oriented 22s. So, like, the TX22 fills that niche, that new 22 Tuck fills it. Basically, like, any practically oriented, reliable 22 that's put a focus on practicality and reliability, I have a tendency to like quite a bit. And a massive part of it is that it like hinges open, which even like standard 22 stocks, there's ones like that that are more of a pain to disassemble than that. So I'm looking forward to that. I had something else about that I was gonna say, but I forgot what it was. I've been looking at a lot today, and I hope I pick up one or two in these playthroughs. I've been looking at a lot of shotguns today because I still love them. I'm sure there's more guns like the CP33 and P17. Yeah, that's that is it is weird to me that is not more common than it really ought to be. As far as I can tell, Grand Power makes really good 22 pistols, but they even have optics ready ones now. They have their like Mark 23 line that has an optics plate, but they all use the 10-round magazines. So it's like you know, come on, all that space and you're not going to use it for extra ammo? Yeah, 60 years and we still haven't moved on. Like, okay, Taurus has high cap 22 pistols, SIG has them, Caltech has them, because of course they would. I mean, who else? The most I've ever seen besides that is 12-round magazines out of some of the Umarex pistols. And even then, they can do better than that. I know they can. Oh, Beretta also has high capacity 22 mags. Higher capacity than 10, anyways. Yeah, that's kind of the... Maybe that's part of the reason I'm so interested in the whole concept of practically oriented 22s, is that it's a surprisingly short list. I know Grand Power, yep. I sure do. There's not many firearms brands that I am not aware of, and what can I say? Slovenia does a good job with their handguns, as far as I can tell. I really like their rotating barrel design that they have going on. I think them and Beretta are kind of the only ones doing that anymore. Not doing so hot on those quick reloads. Could be doing a little bit better, just a tiny bit. That works, got him with the ricochet. Thanks for that. I really needed that. By far, the most annoying thing in the whole game are those mines that just eliminate your shield. second most annoying are those mortars. I really hate them. More shield, please. Thank you. But yeah, I've been looking at shotguns today, and it's because, what is it? Yeah, the 8000. I think that 8000 series is really cool looking. Although good luck finding one these days. I've been looking at shotguns because there is a company called Aria Ballistic Engineering that makes like loaded precision ammo. And I bought some fancy 22 from them before, like solid copper 22. And they gave me a free box of ammo for being the 100th order for that like month or something. And it's not cheap ammo either. It's like $1 per round for 22. So that was really cool. But I found out they make like a custom 10 gauge slug gun, which is like 76 caliber or nearly 22 millimeter. I thought that was cool as hell. Unfortunately, because it's entirely custom, it's like $3,800. So that's a little bit beyond my reach. But I'll tell you one thing: Browning has a pump action in 10 gauge that is significantly cheaper. It's only like $750, which is like a regular pump action shotgun price. So I was looking a lot at shotguns, and I was going somewhere with that, and I can't remember where I was going. I guess just now you know I was looking at shotguns. I suppose that's the end of the story. What's in here? A shotgun! Would you look at that? Good lord, hyperburst? Don't need that. Well, the spread on this looks insane. Dang. Alright, I'm down for that. Doing this in Winders? No, I am not. This is an all Linux production. Yeah, the Grand Powered 9 Makarov handgun. I honestly kind of want it, just because of how weird it is. And the fact that it is a long slide, too. I think that is the only, unless you can somehow come across a, like a Stechkin, unless you come across like a Stechkin, I don't see how, any other, long barrel 9mm Makarov you could get. How did I fix the thing? I'm just using different software. I'm not moving the same way I would have if everything worked out perfectly. But I'm not mad. I'm not mad, though. Also, that was a really slick boss fight. I just realized I have the music off. Like, no wonder it feels so, so like, oddly barren. There's no music going on. Should give it a little more life, hopefully. In any case, this boss 12 is awesome. I didn't even notice it has, like, fire, yeah, Dragon's Breath tri-slugs. Which would explain how its spread is so incredible at distances like that. is one of those games where the shotguns are actually good. And they're not only viable in bad breath distance. Let's upgrade this. That would be quite good for something low capacity like this. In fact, screw it. We're just gonna put all the upgrades into this. No extra cost. Yes, please. And one more. I don't know. It might get really hot if I end up going with that. Whatever. It's a first run. Hate those things as well. They are closely tied with the mortars for worst enemy. Whoa. Where did you come from? Damage is about to be wasted because I can't find anyone in time. Come here, you. I should have seen that coming. Whatever, they're getting summoned anyways. Yep, there they are. They can't teleport, that's cheating! That's against the rules! Have to nerf shotguns because I can't figure out a way how to balance them. Well, it's funny, shotguns used to be like the like multi-tool of FPS games and like Doom and Quake and stuff. And even in like Team Fortress 2 and like to this day in Counter-Strike, you can still see that DNA of older FPS games where the shotguns are still viable even at mid-range. But yeah, I think it's a matter of Doom Super Shotgun. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think it is a matter of the people making them now like don't really know how to do them properly, so they do them dirty instead. Everyone's interested in those boring automatic weapons, those tracking weapons now, because that's so much more interesting than skillful shotgun usage. Is keep the cursor on the target for an extended period of time. How fun. Thanks for that. Balanced while being realistic? I think you can do both. I think there is a balance between rate of fire and range that does not, like, make it completely useless beyond, like, 15 meters that you can strike just right. Like, Insurgency Sandstorm has really good shotguns that I feel are both a realistic portrayal, but also not like super overpowered, because they strike that right balance. You can use capacity in that way too. Sometimes I kind of forget that I'm like level 99 on sniper, So I have like endgame enemies in the starter areas. Or well, I guess that wasn't starter. That was, you know, one boss afterward. But whatever. The combat shotgun, yeah, with the long tube. Drum-fed shotguns have dog shit range. Every time they're brought in, people complain. Yeah, that's. I can imagine that. I imagine it's especially bad on Fortnite, where like people are like too stubborn to do anything else. I can totally imagine. Anyways, let's pray to the machine gods that I get something that isn't a flamethrower, because. Ooh, night map. I'll take it. Flat cannon. Sounds fine by me. It's bad, I can imagine. Yeah, you know what? Honestly, I might be an odd one out in this, but, I'm honestly not that interested in flamethrowers. I find them kind of boring. Like in any sense. I mean, maybe if I shot one in real life, I'd be more hyped up about it, but particularly when it comes to like video games and stuff, it's just kind of like, eh. It's not a gun. It's the biggest waste of not a gun you can put in a video game. As Strong Bad would put it. I like Dragon's Breath way more than flamethrowers. Need good audio and enemy death animations? That's fair. Yeah, if it's just like you know, like a flame decal and then they just like collapse, that's like, eh, whatever. Boring. Would rather just shoot them with a gun. Dragon's Breath is awesome though. Need more of that in games. Trepang 2 kind of has that, and I do use the incendiary attachment a lot in that game. That's like my go-to. Either dual or a single shotgun with incendiary. I just need that shell ejection. It's not as satisfying without the shell ejection. Why did I think that was my last round ever? I was like, dang, I'm out of ammo already? No? That's what reloading magazines are for. Hell yeah. Yeah, right, the flat cannon is actually quite cool. 50mm? Could you imagine hauling around a 50mm rifle? It's not too far off from that new Barrett 40mm they made. Or no, it's 35mm, so I guess that is quite a ways off. I want one of those so badly. I wish I could have one of those. That's the real reason I want the NFA to go away, is I mostly want big bore guns. I want my my 40mm Trivello rifle. Whatever it's called, I always forget what it's called. But it has like 40mm projectiles, and they're like sitting on stout little like black steel cases, and it's so incredible to watch it operate. One of them is used in the like opening scene of Chappie. There's like a slow motion scene of one of the police robots ejecting a shell, and it's frickin' so cool. It's the coolest thing I've ever seen. And of course it's using like API rounds, so it like blows the hell out of a wall. Which people cry as their worn out machine guns become worthless. FUDs, many FUDs. Don't forget. No, but Hughes needs to stick around. Hughes can still stick around, right? Chappie was pretty good. I will say, I feel like Neil Blomkamp's films, District 9 was like perfect. It was like exactly what it needed to be. I do personally think that his films after that are lacking by comparison. They're not bad by any means. Elysium, story-wise, is definitely the weakest out of his other films. But Chappie is pretty good, and I feel that District 9 is the GOAT when it comes to Neil Blomkamp films. Jam on the last round, very cool. Alien 5, yeah, man. That sucks that didn't get to happen. We get what, like Alien fan service movie instead? We get movie that gets shown up by animated fan film. A little plating wouldn't hurt. Anyways, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the R5. Yeah, that Gallant rifle probably comes the closest. Or, well, sorry, I mean pistol. It's a pistol, not a rifle. Whether or not you want to make it a rifle and go through the entirely legal means of making it legally a rifle is entirely up to you. Although that CNC Warrior wire brace would be perfect for that. Alright, pulling out the flak for this bastard. The hell? Did chip damage get him? I guess so. Unless it was a sniper calling it in. I think it was. Alright, I have a confession to make, but I'm gonna take a drink of water first.
Because my throat's getting parched.
Do I have upgrades? I didn't even notice. Yes, I do. I should use those right now. Discipline. And let's upgrade this fella. This is honestly going better than most of my random daily runs. Yeah, so I have to confess, the QBZ, the Chinese bullpup rifle, I do kinda like how it looks, and I understand why it keeps popping up in so much media. I mean, part of it is because a lot of Chinese companies are involved in that stuff, but it honestly looks pretty cool. I wouldn't expect it to perform particularly well, but I do like how it looks. An LP9M? Remind me what that is. Who makes it? That airburst does not work quite as well as I wish it would. Or I guess it doesn't work in the way I wish it would. Pretty good against those riot shield fellas, though. Dude, making a principal AR-15 QBZ. I think I got to beta test it recently. It feels super janky, but it does look cool. Oh, the 9 Makarov Grand Power? I don't know. I mean, is it worth the price for an oddity like that? I think that's kind of the main question with it. Like, if it's noticeably cheaper than the MSRP, then I probably would. But otherwise, frankly, I don't think it's worth it. For what is effectively a novelty. Like, something like that might have made sense at some point, but I think that time has long since passed. The era of cheap 9mm Makarov is long gone. Unless you live in Ukraine, I guess. They make a Strybog in 7.62 Tokarev? You're lying, there's no way. What kind of mags does it use, if that's the case? I should be using this, but I forgot what everything does. There we go.
They make a what now?
Strybog TT. Scotty TT. What kind of mags does it use? Or they're probably original, right? That's what Grand Power has been doing with their more or less with their other Strybogs, right? It's not like they're starved for the ability to make their own mags. Weapon carry amount? I can carry one more weapon? VZ 2426 mags. That is crazy. That is insane. Sorry, I'm in shock. I'm in shock about that. I can't believe that's real. You're joshing me. This sounds cool. And 2 upgrade kits. And of course, instantly, I'm a big threat. Sure. Let's upgrade this too. Why not? I don't know. These laser weapons do get kind of hot, so... I don't know, I guess I'll try that. LP24 is that like a rotating barrel model? Ah. Razor. I'll look it up after this. I'm not set up for looking at stuff right now. What's your guys' biggest, like, dream gun? Like, I want it to exist, but I know it never will type gun. Mine that I know absolutely could exist. There is no reason it couldn't. And I think mechanically it would be relatively easy to make, because I'm not asking for much here. But even just like cerebral bore, that's asking a lot. I mean, that's fair as a never gonna exist type thing. But I think even a single shot 8-gauge shotgun. I always imagine it specifically as like a what is it, like a slug gun type deal, just shooting like massive slugs out of it. But an 8-gauge shotgun like that would be awesome. But I don't think it's gonna happen. A pump action would be even better, but it'd probably be like $4,000 or something. Make a Mark 47 style AR? Huh. Enforcer automag? I think I remember what that's like. I don't know, it's been like 10 million years since I've played Unreal. I suppose the other problem with the 8-gauge thing is, even though it's a shotgun and even though it's... 8-gauge is technically in regular use for industrial purposes. In spite of that, I think it would still be considered a destructive device. Which sucks. Starting pistols. Non-standard variant and weapon upgrade. If I was using the handgun more regularly, that would be cool. Sure. I'm super dependent on my shield in this game, so that sounds good to me. Unreal single player, not the one in tournament? I see. And it should be in a weird caliber like 22 TCM? Fair enough. I do wish 22 TCM was more of like a regular thing. Its odd length does not help it with its popularity. A lot of people see it and think, oh, 9mm neck down to 22. Not really. Its overall length is meant to mimic 38 Super, which is why it's predominantly chambered in Rock Island 1911s. That's what its weird little 9R variant is for. It's what 5.7 wishes it was. I mean, 5.7 has its own benefits. You can fit more capacity in a thinner magazine, I suppose. 22 TCM does have the benefit of not needing any weird coating on it in order to function in a P90, which is apparently a requirement for all 5.7 ammo. They can't just make some without the coating and say, hey, don't shoot this in a P90. Here's the big fella. Whoa! Mamma mia! Mamma mia! Rapioli! Give me that ammo. Waste all my ammo in one sitting. Just like the pros. Burn myself. That was mostly fine. So is it gonna give me another weapon then? And I can just carry it? If that upgrade I got is to be believed? What is this? Poor imitation of 224 Boz. To be fair, I do think 224 Boz would work in a standard 9mm frame. Double stack 911 mags are just para-ord mags. Are actually just long enough to fit 22 TCM without issue. Huh. Interesting. Yep, there's another one. 4 guns. I would like a variant for this ammo, but whatever. Let's upgrade this fella. None of these are particularly useful to me. With the way I play, anyways. If I was smarter, I could probably use them better. Heat is vented? That sounds good. I mean, I got it pretty hot in that last exchange. Let's upgrade this guy, too. Yeah. Alright. Let's go. Well, my main point being, you can't just, like, easily convert any 9mm you want into 22 TCM. Because it wasn't really meant for 9mm firearms. It was meant for 38 Super 1911s. Not many people know that. Get out of here, you. Data that I don't need, because I have max data right now. I should probably do something with it, but I don't care. I'm perfectly fine just playing Sniper for the billionth time. Not beating the game. I do kind of realize this, having another gun is kind of gonna mess up my weapon switching feng shui I usually have. Well, when I run out of ammo, problem solved. Guess I should keep on the laser first. Man, my throat will not leave me alone. It's drying up. Guess it's been too long since I've spoken for this long. I'm out of practice in more ways than one. I don't remember what that does. It's funny, I do like zero item management in this game. I just sort of grab whatever the game gives me, and then when it maxes out, I just leave it how it is. I'm sure I could play this game way more efficiently than I do, but I don't care. I'm here to shoot guns and have a good time. More data that I don't need. I really appreciate that the laser weapons in this eject shells. I think that's something that, like, every sci-fi weapon, almost every sci-fi weapon should have. Unless it's like main draws that it's caseless, just like even if it's a laser or something, just have it eject some kind of spent munition. It's so much cooler that way. Of course, it's kind of weird that it appears to be like brass casings, but whatever. Brickers can't be snoozers. Whatever that means. Ooh, power shot is actually pretty good. Do I want power shot or power shot or power shot? I'll take power shot, please. Less useful items, because what happens in System Shock? Running around recycling all the trash for money? Yeah. That was cool. Maybe I should, like, actually try saving the flat cannon for heavier enemies. Oh, who am I kidding? I'm gonna use it all the time anyways and run out of ammo and die because I ran out of ammo. Much like what's about to go down here. The flat cannon feels weaker against shields than it really ought to be. I should probably be using that on the truck instead. I'll let my items take care of it, I suppose. I got lasers too! Check out my lasers! Explode! Do it! Thank you. Alright, cool. 40 grenades. Because I forgot I have grenades, I do that all the time in games. It happens to me, like, every time I play a game where it gives me, like one item too many, or it gives, or even like an ability or something. I'll play through the whole game and I'll completely forget that some kind of ability I have exists. And so I remember it and I'm like, oh yeah, I should probably be using that more often. Reload the test cartridges that came with the Glock? I mean, you could, if you wanted to. I don't see why not. Unless they've somehow been reloaded a billion times. Ah, there's the laser ineffectiveness against shields I'm familiar with. Oh, that's probably because of that. Or no. I thought there was like a generator or something. I guess I misremembered. I could probably use this. health and shields are a good idea for me, because I'm, far more reckless than I should be. But am I gonna change the way I play? No. Of course not. Do you know who you're talking to? I am far too stubborn for that. See, that's what I thought it was, but this only heals things. It doesn't do anything with shields, I don't think. I completely forget what those do. I forget what half the stuff in this game does, despite me playing it so many times. 50% of it is just a total mystery to me. Anyways, I'm probably gonna die here. Probably, maybe, possibly. I would say something about these stages, but I don't want to jinx myself. Did that thing just get friendly fired? Or no, it was my little drone thing, a little Helsing. My little Helsing AMV. Not looking good, not looking good. Ay, ay, ay. The FGC couldn't save me. Sorry, my bad. I forget where these things are. I need practice. Damn. The FMG9 couldn't save me. New unlock, I wonder what it is. Whoa, more data, no way. More data to add to my 1000 data. That doesn't go any higher. Thanks, game. That's exactly what I needed. Anyways, I'm gonna do... I think probably... Yeah, I'll do one more and then I'll call it a night. I'll call it a successful test stream. It's overclocked. 20% heat. That's exactly what this rifle needs. Considering how much I shoot it at the start of the game. Fortunately, I have my trusty handgun at my side. Let's be dangerous so I don't have to play for too long. How about that? I'm getting just very, very slightly, barely tired. Also, what were the gains for this? Fire rate per heat. Reloading speed and cooling. Oh, so it has more heat, but also more cooling. Weird, but okay. Beep. Boop. Borp. Let's do one of these real quick. Keeping distance tends to work pretty well for me. As evidenced by that. I don't think that hit it. I was about to say, if that fellow wanted to walk into that mortar, that would be cool. It's a little more spotting than I would like. Thanks. Very cool. Great performance by yours truly. Anyways, let's see what I get. I'll take it. I'm cool with that. In fact, let's upgrade it already. I don't know how much I care about the elite stuff. Sure. Alrighty. Anti-material stuff sounds right on the money for shotgun. Working out so far. Also just generally good damage. Good lord. I'd probably do better if I bought more items, too, but like I said, I don't know how most of them work, so I can't be bothered. Maybe I could have beaten the game by then. It helps, I wouldn't be surprised if part of the reason I've beaten Synthetic 2 so many times, but Synthetic 1 not even once, is in Synthetic 2, you only get like 4 items, and they're typically of a passive nature. So I'm sure that's helped me out massively in my performance, because I don't have to think about it so much. Triple girl. Oh. Like I said, my throat is not being nice to me tonight for some reason. I need like some tea or something. I'm also kind of sitting in a weird position, I think. Another one? Place my rifle, maybe? Sure. Seems like a decent combo. Especially since I am most assuredly going to run out of ammo with this shotgun. I'm gonna use the heck out of it. I'm pretty sure that Annihilator is a... well, maybe not. I was gonna say it looks like it's based off the, like, Halo rifle, but I'm not sure. Burst fire. Not a huge fan of that, but I'll make it work. Gotta say, not a fan of the, not a fan of how shotguns in this work. The fact that you need to shoot the magazine empty and then somehow eject the shotgun's tube magazine before you can reload. But whatever. I make it work anyways. Fortunately, the second game is not like that. It works like a normal shotgun in any other video game. The regular mag-fed ones anyways. Let's upgrade this fella. We're going with the blue loadout. Whatever. Exact same upgrade as the shotgun. Why not? At least I can reload it pretty quickly. Very cool. I thought that was an actual enemy. They got me. They got me downloaded. They said he's got damage. Surely he couldn't resist shooting a decoy. A very obvious decoy. A little drone likes him. Like shooting him. Shotgun v shotgun, let's go. I'll kill him with only the shotgun. Just like that. No Craballo. I'll take that upgrade. Easy peas. I'm sure my cockiness will never be misplaced. Three rounds of buckshot. That's all it takes to deal with an automatic mortar. They're still making the smart slide? Huh. I thought for sure that was like a one and done type thing. That's crazy. I'll tell you one thing though, that one Russian smart shotgun that's in Tarkov, and there was like that big controversy surrounding it. I honestly think a shotgun with an ammo counter, a tube-fed shotgun with an ammo counter, kinda makes more sense because it's totally internal. And I'm betting you could even potentially program it to like account for different sizes of 12 gauge ammo as well. Or 20 gauge or whatever you decide to chamber it in. Because, you know, that way your special follower and your sensor and everything is already built into the firearm. You don't need to ditch your accessories or preferred accessories. Yeah, the shotgun thing is something I thought up not long after the Smart Slide was announced. I was like, this kind of makes more sense if you think about it. I forget, did that upgrade say it applies to bosses? Turrets and props, okay. And reduces healing. Oh, it's in stock right now. Instead of needing a dedicated slide, it's a backplate replacement. Huh. Has a witness holes for shells, but you can see them because they're behind the pump and action arms. Well, shucks. That's interesting, though. Honestly, oh, medic ACR. And do I really wanna? No, let's stick with the UMP. I like how it looks more. Yes. I thought piercing said fucking for a second. I was like, what? I don't remember that upgrade. Working pretty well so far. Read this fella too. You know what? Sure. I'm really slow to switch weapons in this game. Even though it's just one key that isn't that far away, my brain just takes a long time to be like, oh, wait a second, my gun is jammed. We're empty. Yeah, I was gonna say, if it was a full slide, $1,000 really doesn't sound that crazy for something like that. I mean, that's assuming it comes with all the other stuff too. Like, it still uses the backstrap and everything, and like a follower thing, right? It had like some kind of special follower. I'm just going off memory here because it came and went, and I gave up on ever owning one. I mean, I guess if it's just a backplate, that does make it more versatile, right? Means you can use your optics-ready slides and everything. Fuck you. That's not what I wanted. Cool, 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 very cool, awesome, epic, thank you. Hey, you know what, just take me away, I don't care. It's too late. Combine them into a better product. Use your own slide with whatever. Yeah, the backstrap. I mean, like I said, $1,000 is frankly a little bit less. Not much less, but a little bit less than what I would have expected. I would have expected more like, I don't know, like 1,500 or something, at least. Why the hell are these things jamming so often? And it was locked. It literally just locked. Just my luck. It's only Gen 4s? That's weird. The one that everybody pretty much skipped over. What I think is the like shortest Glock generation lifespan so far. I'm not a fan of those Gatling fellas, poisonally. They have a tendency to kill me quickly. And another one, very cool. Fortunately, I think that prop thing is working out for me. For the most part. Again, these things... Is there like a... No, they're standard. Except for this one. Nothing regarding reliability, though. Gen 4 was brand new. Yeah, I guess that's fair. But Gen 5s are a thing now. Like, what's the excuse? I mean, if... As far as I can tell, as long as an accessory has nothing to do with the locking block, it should be relatively easy to convert it from a Gen 4 thing to a Gen 5 thing. Okay, I really need to take a leak real quick. Just give me a second. Alright, I'm back. Just in time to lose this run. Or maybe my head is cleared and I'll finally beat the game. Unlikely, I wouldn't bet on it. Again, lots of jamming for some reason. Yeah. That would be pretty good. Let's do that. Considering the way I'm using it. Just like that. Am I missing a whole part of the map here? Yes, I am. Uh-oh, another one of these. Just a few shot shells. Gen 5 SRAM have a bit extra plastic to prevent autosteers from fitting without modification. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see what the big deal is, especially with a product like that. As far as I can tell, the biggest differences with the Gen 5 and the Gen 4 are not that deep. Not so deep that you couldn't just, like, tweak the geometry of your product just a little bit to make it work. I have a ton of credits, good lord. Airplane? You shooting airplanes? This is how you take down a fighter jet, is with a Super 90 shotgun. That jams frequently. Just like that. And there you go. That's how it goes. Where was that Benelli superiority I keep hearing about, huh? I didn't see any of that in that fight. I just saw a bunch of jamming. Anyways. I think that's good. Thanks for participating in this test stream, fellas, and I can't wait to see you next time. Have a good night. Bye-bye.